Hey there, quirky people! MCU's most recent outing, Thor Love and Thunder, has been a mixed bag. Some people have absolutely loved it, while some thought it was a massive disappointment. But hey, I'd admit that just like Thor the Dark World, Love and Thunder has also been important for world building and expanding the narrative. The bits in Omnipotence City and at the center of the universe were crucial, as they introduced several gods and cosmic beings. But this film did not answer some smaller questions that people have had from this film. For instance, people had a question about Steve's worthiness. After seeing Jane Foster turn into the Mighty Thor, viewers were left asking why Steve didn't turn into a version of Thor when he wielded the hammer. He proved to be worthy of Mjolnir, and according to Odin's enchantment,
"Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor."
And Steve Rogers did get the power of Thor. He struck lightning blasts at Thanos and did all sorts of damage with the hammer. But why didn't he get the suit just like Jane did? Well, there are two possible answers to this question, and the first one is that he simply did not want the armor. Back in Thor 1, Thor couldn't lift the hammer. But when he proved to be worthy again, Jane saw him summoning his battle armor.
Oh my God.
So, she learned that the suit needs to be summoned as well. It's not that Thor's clothes change every time he summons the hammer. He has to call onto his battle armor specifically. We've seen him do that several times now. It happened in Dark World. It recently happened in Love and Thunder, where Thor called in his blue and gold suit. And we saw another classic example of Thor's powers in Endgame. In this particular scene, he just wanted to call on his hammer.
I'm still worthy.
But later, when Thanos arrived, Thor also summoned his armor too.
Let's kill him properly this time.
And Captain America, being the modest Avenger, did not choose to summon Thor's battle armor. We saw his modesty back in Age of Ultron. He figured out that he was able to lift the hammer, but didn't do it to save Thor some embarrassment. So similarly in Endgame, he did not summon the suit because he did not want to be a show-off. Wielding the hammer itself proved a point, and he didn't need to summon an armor since he was already wearing his own insignia. That was the first answer, but maybe there's another explanation to it. What if Steve Rogers cannot summon the suit because he did not get each and every power of Thor? Maybe all he got was Thor's ability to summon lightning, and that's it. We did notice that Steve's physical strength did not increase to Thor's level, even after he held the hammer. This could be because of Odin's enchantment, as the wielder of Mjolnir could only get limited powers of Thor. But Jane got the suit because of Thor's own enchantment. He asked Mjolnir to protect Jane and accidentally enchanted the hammer. And that enchantment is what revived a broken Mjolnir when it sensed that Jane needed help. We were really robbed, as we never truly got to see Jane transform into Mighty Thor. But Taika did shoot a scene for when Jane first proved to be worthy of Mjolnir at New Asgard. This scene would have shown us the transformation of Jane Foster into the Mighty Thor. Jane would have levitated in the air, and Mjolnir would have chosen her as the next Thor. It would have turned her into the Mighty Thor with the suit and everything. Jane got the added super strength, the lightning and everything, because Mjolnir chose to give all that to her. We also saw that when Thor shared his power with the kids, they all got super strength and lightning abilities, but they didn't get any special Thor armors. So similarly, Steve got limited powers of Thor, but not the ability to summon his armor. And Jane, on the other hand, was transformed into Thor every time she wielded the hammer. That's because the hammer did that to her as a means of protecting her. Which of these two explanations do you think makes more sense? I'd personally like to believe in a mix of both these answers. Mjolnir chose to turn Jane into Thor and give her a suit. But at the same time, when Steve lifted the hammer, he also had the option to call onto Thor's armor if he wanted to. He could have even flown into battle using Mjolnir instead of running in. Basically, he got all the abilities of Thor and just used a few of them. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.